Hey, what's up guys, it's me Trez here. Before we start, I want to say, although I did make this video saying I was going to take a break and everything, if you look at my community post, I was going to expose two pedophiles, make a reaction video like I promised, and then I was going to go do what I was going to do to get my account back. But the reason why I wanted to expose this pedophile because he's actually the reason why I was banned, falsely banned on Roblox. You know, he's the one that first accused me of being a pedophile with no proof. And then when he said he got proof and then he points to one of my friends that I'm best friends with, decide to make everything worse. You know, like I can't be friends with kids. Fine, I'll just be friends with people under my age. I won't be friends with kids anymore. No, like literally that's all I have to do is be friends with people around my age because apparently what just happened? What happened to my game? What is happening? Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I do not know what happened with, what is wrong with my avatar now, bruh? Where Roblox is breaking on me. So basically, what I was trying to say is that I'm not allowed to be friends with kids anymore. I don't know why I brought that up, but anyway, so the point is that this video is going to be talked about Tony, and I will say the good news is that his account's already banned, but he made another account and he's still out there. So I thought to make this video out there because if people recognize his voice, you can try to get him out here and get him gone because this guy is a creep. Oh, and also, quick little Q&A. People are asking me what inspired me to do this. Okay, there's actually two reasons. Reason number one is that he's the reason why my account is gone. So I want him out of Roblox because he's out here being a pedophile. I'll call me a pedophile with no proof. Secondly, and kind of the like 80% of the reason why is because during when I made this video, Yoshi's sister was like talking to me and stuff, and there's one thing that I didn't mention on there. Yoshi was trying to do my job and failed. See, the thing is, I was the very first person ever to attack Tony and said that he was acting weird around kids and also call him out for being a creep. Just like I Love Hamster, I was the first one to call him out on being weird. This guy, I was calling him out on being weird, and he's like out here, not like right to call him out, whatever. Instead of him changing his ways, he tried to make it look like a pedophile. Besides the point, anyways, Ghosty was trying to get him out of here. Ghosty was trying to get him gone from Roblox, but failed. See, she might have failed, but I'm gonna try to get him like fully out of here. Okay, I'm doing this underneath Ghosty's name. Okay, she can do the job. I'll finish it. I guess in a way, it's saying that you could say that she started it, and I'll finish it for her. So yeah. And also, out of respect to the family, there was one part that wasn't used to help me defend myself, but I cannot use that part. But I got other recordings that I can use to help explain the situation without Ghosty. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for Ghosty, you know, for helping me, you know, giving me a reason to expose this pedophile. Also, sorry to the family for Ghosty again. I know that you guys said that's not my fault, but I like to say it is my fault for her death. I hope you and your family have an amazing life. Sorry that happened. Anyways, let's get on to the video. This is Tony the pedophile. Let's get it. Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be exposing Tony the pedophile. Now, before I start saying what Tony has done and everything, let's go talk about why I'm making this video. Firstly, I'm making this video because, well, Tony's a pedophile anyways, but two is because he's the original one that got my account falsely terminated. And yes, I will be talking about that during the video because, like, what he'll be doing is he'll be accusing me of dating certain people when I'm not even dating them, you know? So, yeah, and, like, how is he going to accuse me of dating a minor when he's not only over 20 years old, which I'll talk about in the video, but also was dating a 7-year-old before he became 8 years old. Yeah, this is going to be crazy thing. Now, I don't have all the evidence because I just see by these two folders, the hashtag save try today or hashtag save TZ. I'm still having old photos. I'm looking back through my other PC and I'm still going through every single, and I mean every single, like, videos. And like some videos is like well over like 12 hours or something like that. Like, for example, like one time I recorded a video and I forgot to stop recording and I fell asleep. I literally was like AFK, I fell asleep, whatever, and I woke up this morning forgetting that I was recording. So yeah, So you can see how much time I have. I even made like a specific video on YouTube still, and it's like over 1,000 recordings that I have to go look through, which is an insane in itself. I have to go look through 1,000 recordings. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to help me out, go ahead. You can go to those two playlists. In every single video, not only it'll give you like certain information, but I can run down here, and it's not only it'll give you like certain information, but like also you can simply just, you know, go check them out and read the descriptions and everything. It goes through everything, just defending me and getting my account back. Enough about my intro, because it's like a long intro. I was recording for like what now, like, yeah, 2 minutes. Let's get into the video. So Tony was a guy that is claimed to be 17 years old, which he's not 17 years old. He's been telling people that he was at least 7 years old for a long time. And I do not know why he be saying that when he's not 17 himself. But he be telling people, oh yeah, I'm 17. But here's a record during that one day of Ali basically exposing his goofy self.
Just hop off. You're too old for this game. Like 21. Too old.
It's really 21's crazy.
Yeah, we got a problem? We got a problem?
Yes! Like 5-year-old?
Yeah, he said he's 21. Or is he? We'll talk about that a bit later. But speaking of Ali at the time was literally, believe it or not, was 10 years old. She's going to be 11 this year. So you can imagine how it feels saying some weird stuff to a 10-year-old, which I also got recordings of that. So here's the recordings of him saying that to a 10-year-old, which is crazy in itself if you think about it. Considering especially about his age, so I'll talk about that a bit later.
You gotta be quiet like a good girl if I take you to the bed.
Oh, shit!
Yo, excuse me?
Don't ever call me that! Don't ever call me that, because now you bring weird stuff in here. Now you bring up weird stuff in the conversation. Now you bring up weird stuff.
Now, at first, I was joking around because, well, believe it or not, you know, after a couple of days of Tony and Ali, you know, hanging out, they've been acting weird. Even me and Lemon was out here thinking that they're like together. So, even Brooklyn. So I kind of made a joke with them. Let's just say it did turn out as I thought it was gonna go. So here's the joke that I said about them. Talk about going wrong.
Oh, she gotta catch these hands.
You can catch this thing. You can catch these hands. How about that? Cause who's you?
But stop. I was actually acting like 5-year-olds. Like, shut the heck up.
Don't worry, it's just couples fighting each other.
Aren't
No, I'm
some
kidding.
of y'all actually 5? I'm just kidding.
Now the thing is that while the joke got wrong and said that aged very poorly, let's just say for like literally not even the next day, let's just say that this happened. So basically, before I show you guys the recordings, because I got to tell you what happened before the recording, I literally was talking with Tony and stuff because Tony's acting weird and stuff, and Tony is like, oh, he's my alley, and starts saying some random stuff, whatever, giving like love and nicknames, whatever. And she's like, oh, she's amazing, she's the best, she's beautiful and stuff. And I was like, okay, weirdo. And she was like creeping me out, whatever, with all these like names about Ali. Keep in mind that at the time he told himself that he was 21 years old. And keep in mind, you know that one where Ali said, oh, nah, hush that, whatever, and said all that? Well, here's the thing, okay? Literally that exact same day, he was out here complimenting her and saying how she's beautiful and everything, you know, flipping weird, okay? And I was like, bro, get away from me, bro. You're weird as hell. Fast forward to a couple of days later, and that's when I was getting a whole bunch of people, and keep in mind, these two recordings are the exact same day. I got people was telling me about them, so let me just play you the recording, because the first one is gonna be Mini-Me. Speaking of which, I got something for her, okay? And I don't know if Mini-Me even knows my channel, but if she does, she should be watching this because, well, she's a part of this now. Anyways, the first one is Mini-Me and the second one is Brooklyn, and we'll continue with the rest.
Lemon already telling me. She doesn't want me to tell Tony.
Hi. Hello. Tell Tony what?
they're dating, or I'm gonna get freaking trouble.
Yeah, I've been knowing that Alan and him has been dating.
I heard Tony say that they're dating.
Yeah, I heard that too as well. But Ali is the only one saying that they're not. She's saying that they're not, and then she added me whatever and tried to talk to me again. But I don't believe that one single bit. So I'm waiting until he says something. Cause he was
I
telling
could call the police right now on Tony.
Because Tony was basically telling me, he's like, oh yeah, she's the love of my life and stuff like that. I don't think that was a prank. Here's a bonus clip for y'all, and this is actually like literally during when Tony and Ali was dating.
But like, I don't know what's up with Tony dating like minors.
Keep that in your head. Just don't forget about that. All right. Anyways, so while that is happening, I got beyond pissed off, and I was like, yo, this guy is a pred out here dating a minor. And if you guys know me, I'll do anything just to get information. So I had to go lie. Say I was in love with Ali to Tony and try to get information. I was like, okay, you can take anyone that I love. I don't give a F word anymore. And so I go act depressed. I go act all sad. Here's what he had to say about this entire situation. Okay. Because believe it or not, I don't know why he was so upfront with me, but he was telling me and why he was in love with Ali and everything that's happened. Oh, and speaking of which, near you guys gonna have to watch the video to see what happens with Ali's side of the story. Because let's say I got Ali's side of the story and it's not looking so good for Tony. Tony will get locked up. Anyways, let's just get on to the clip. Stop recording, please. You're one. Anytime that I like somebody, I'll just give you the username so you can steal everyone that loves.
I try to hook y'all back together, but then she kept flirting with me, and I was avoiding her. Then I ended up liking her too. But before I started liking her and y'all broke up, I kept telling you to go back and talk to her. So how was I trying to tell everybody you like? I kept telling you should go make it up with her. But nah, you didn't want to be the bigger person. You wanted to wait till she do it. If somebody nice to me and they sweet, I'ma try to work it out, because females don't always got it right in the head. So we gotta be the bigger person. But you was too scared to do that. I kept saying you should go make it up with her. I kept telling Begging Lime and them to put her back in the party for y'all can talk. So how am I trying to take everybody you talk to out, trying to get y'all to get back together?
It's alright, you win anyways, you can have her. Oh, and about that idea you have, might as well go for Lemon Lime, since that's probably the only girl I'm ever gonna get. You won anyway. So in the future, if I do have somebody, I can just tell you their usernames. You won. GG's. Bro, that Lemon Lime line aged so poorly. My goodness, holy flip, bro. That aged so poorly. Anyways, so yeah, that's what ended up happening, and he did kind of expose me for a little bit, and I will say, yeah, me and Ali did date in the past. Until the dad exposed her age to me, and we had a breakup. I was happy, but Ali was sad for a little bit, but then she decided, oh, let me just, lie to other people. Actually, now that I think about it, she's still doing that. She's lying to people right now and catfishing. Anyways, so yeah, now it's time for Ali's side of the story. This is where it gets juicy. So from what Ali told Brooklyn, and Brooklyn has replied to me, Brooklyn's the messenger. Okay, this is what happened. So if you look in the corner, you get to see who told me this information. So basically what happened is that Ali was out here just trying to have fun, being cool and stuff, but then Tony came out here, was like forcing her to show her face to him when she felt uncomfortable and didn't want to show his face. And then after a while, Tony was out here saying how she was looking beautiful and everything, was flirting with her, and she was forced to date Tony for an entire month. She was dating Tony for an entire month. But then Tony decided to move off to KK, the 7-year-old. Yeah, no one told me about the KK, the 7-year-old, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, but what Ali told me is that they never dated and that it was just a prank. Of course, you tell your best friend the entire truth, but you tell me a different story. I mean, I'm your ex, so, you know, it's like, what am I gonna do? Besides, I don't know why she acted like I give a shit. I don't mind the sense that. I don't know why she acted like I cared if she told me that she was dating Tony. If she was, good for her. Just get Tony away from me. Anyway, so while that was happening, okay, she was getting forced to date Tony. So yeah, there's that. Now it's time for our next victim. Now this one, unfortunately, had no evidence because, like I said in my past videos, anytime I record on my phone, it won't record audio, it only records screen. And at the time, I was too stupid enough to thought, oh, let me just go record using my OBS and I can, you know, have it. Besides, I was laying in bed anyways. I was too lazy to get up from my bed to my table. So this is all. So I'm just gonna tell you from my point of view. I mean, I do have a recording of me attacking Tony, but I'm still looking into my entire folders, and I'm not trying to waste like hours upon hours just to find that specific clip. So yeah. Anyways, so the next video I'm going to be talking about is KK. Okay, KK at the time was 7 years old. She's 8 years old right now as we speak. And she's going to be 9 this year. Basically, what proceeded to happen is that KK was out here being all happy than usual, and I was talking to her and stuff, sitting down right next to her and everything, doing something that I normally would do. That's something that Mr. White would say that'd be dating terms, even though that's just how she gets comfortable. I was sitting in front of her, she sits in front of me. It's just something that I do to make her feel okay, make her feel safe. She still feels okay and safe when I do that with her. Anyways, so basically what proceeds to happen is that one day she told me she was dating somebody, so I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't really care at the time because, well, I didn't think much of it. But then afterwards, a couple of people was telling me about rumors about going around about Tony and KK, so I was like, oh, this is not good. And since I'm very good friends with KK and KK tells me everything, I was like, I'm gonna go ask her myself. And KK literally went up to me and was like, hey Zay. And that's when I asked her the question, and she's like, yeah, I'm dating Tony, he's the love of my life and stuff like that. And I was like, oh nah, bruh, no. Even if he was 17, KK is 7, that's 10 years age cap, so I was getting pissed off. So at the time, I was trying to call out Tony. I was like, Tony, was like, I heard you dating KK. Tony, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about that, you weirdo? You want to talk about you dating a 7-year-old? And I was like tagging him, whatever. And normally when I say certain stuff, he would like simply like super punch me, whatever, and say something like, I'm not, you weirdo, stop lying on my name or something. But this time, he was very quiet. He was keep running away from me. He didn't say anything, and he was hiding from his brother. And his brother had to go in and be like, yo, dude, back off. Because believe it or not, I was trying to be homeboy with his brother as well, and his brother's like out here telling me to back off, and I was like, but he's out here talking and dating a 7-year-old, and then he's out here saying my brother would never do that. My brother is not a pedophile. He would never do that. And it's like, yeah, okay, and then proceeds to, you know, I proceed to like leave the game. That's all we ever gotten from that point. And I do got a clip later on, but like I said, I'm not trying to spend like hours upon hours looking through my clips. But I did ask KK later on. This is like during the timeline. This is like after I got my account banned. You know, I asked KK. I was like, "Is you and Tony still a thing?" And she said, "No, we're not a thing anymore." So yeah, she's not dating. But I knew that on purpose because literally the exact day I call out Tony, the next day KK came up to me crying. He's like, "I'm not dating Tony no more." I started crying. As I was, he broke up with me, he blocked me, and started crying around. So that's when I was like, oh, he did now, huh? So I guess he got the message about me, how I feel about him dating KK. So yeah, that one is 100% confirmed. Now on to another victim, Mini-Me. I feel like I'm gonna butcher this, but I honestly don't care. Actually, you know what? Before I butchered it, let me go stop recording and look back at the recording because I actually do not know her age. Dang, it's been a while since I talked to Mini-Me, man. It's been months. Okay, guys, so there is this little girl, okay? And rather than Tony being like, oh no, I'm sad, I'm devastated that I go break up with a 7-year-old and decide, oh, why not go higher? Let's go with an 8-year-old. Meet Mini-Me, the 8-year-old. Okay, and actually, here's the thing. Okay, before he started opening his mouth and saying that he was dating her. I have a random clip for you guys. And this is him saying this to an 8-year-old, by the way. You know how creepy this is? I mean, imagine me saying that to your kid. Like, this is kind of honestly weird. I don't know why he said this to an 8-year-old, but he did. So just watch.
Nope, I'm gonna do it after I bang you. Then I'm gonna beat you up some more.
Hey, yo. Now, you can partake that any way you want. I mean, she did say, I'm gonna bang you and then beat you up to an 8-year-old. Like, that's a bit insane, a bit wild to say. Not to mention that for the entire time, you know, she was out here, you know, feeling weird and uncomfortable with Tony, so that doesn't help the case out. She literally was trying to call her brother near the end. I don't know if you guys heard that part. Anyway, so yeah, well, that was happening, okay. Let's just say I got an audio recording that I'm going to use. Speaking of which, I actually have more of these types of videos if you go check out the playlist on my channel or the other channel, okay. So yeah, you can go check them out. All you gotta do is click on one of these channels, and then you go to the playlist section, and boom, it should be right there. It's always updated. Anyways, without wasting time, let's just get into the audio recording.
I'm dating mini-me.
I'm dating mini-me, but why do you sound like that? Anyways, so yeah, while he was out here saying that he's dating mini-me, I got mini-me's side story, and she told me that she's not dating me, Mini-me crazy. Mini-me's not dating Tony. And at first I wanted to believe her, but then on her main account I read her bio, and her bio says I love Tony. Was his red heart emoji Tony. So yeah, something tells me that either one, she has feelings for the person, or they're still dating. I don't really know. There's no evidence that they aren't dating, but there's also no evidence that they are dating. So it's, you know, it's up to you guys to debate on if you guys think they're dating or not. Speaking of which, let's go with a year older, shall we? It's funny. 7, 8, 9. So we're going to the 9-year-old Lemon Lime. So believe it or not, he actually said that he's down with dating Lemon Lime while dating Mini-Me. Now, literally, like, he said that this is literally the exact same day he was saying that he's down with dating Lemon Lime, which is a bit crazy if you think about it. So let me just, you know, show you guys a recording.
I'm with dating Lemon Lime.
Just like last time, here's a bonus recording.
Anybody I play with as a female, automatically I'm just dating them.
So you with dating Lemon Lime, huh? Speaking with dating Lemon Lime, okay, so remember how I told you that he was the reason why I was banned and everything, and why that he was out here making rumors? He was out here making rumors that I was dating Lemon Lime. And actually, since I was best friends with Lemon Lime, here's what Brooklyn had to say to me. Literally give me a warning about Tony because I'm best friends with because I'm best friends with Lemon Lime. So here's a warning that I got from Brooklyn herself.
Tony has a crush on Lemon Lime.
Is that why he's been beating me?
Yeah.
Damn, you got the wrong one.
Yeah, I give a little riff, but I like it.
I'm assuming Tony doesn't like it.
You got the wrong one.
Yeah, he really did got the wrong one.
Who got the wrong one though?
Tony, he meant to try to punch me, not you.
Visible.
Yeah, because like I just want to say, when you was gone, Lemon and I was like talking about you and like.
Oh my goodness, Yap Fest! Oh my goodness, bro, it's too much Yap Fest. To cut it short for you guys, basically Brooklyn's talked about how me and Lemon's friendship was great and everything, and how we become best friends. How I was the guy best friend, and that Brooklyn was the girl best friend and stuff. And we were the trio. We were like literally the unbreaking trio. At the time, you said the unbreaking trio, but it's kind of broken up right now. But yeah, and she was just yapping about our friendship, saying how we had the greatest friendship. So yeah, and then that's when I go reel her back in. I'm like, hey, we need to start talking about Tony because you were saying something before you start talking about our friendship. So yeah, it was a whole big like yap fest. So yeah, I finally reeled her back in, and this is what she had to go say. Okay, about what Tony said about Lemon Lime and us two. So yeah, and when I say us two, I'm talking about me and Brooklyn, not just me and Lemon Lime. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting recording.
Tony was zooming out here, and he said, "I'm her only friend." I'm like, okay. And I said, Okay, you could be her friend, but she has a boyfriend now, so
Okay.
like I don't even know what's wrong with Tony.
I'm trying to fix my mental state, so I'm gonna just simply speedrun this. So yeah, Tony has feelings for his 9-year-old named Lemon Lime, and was getting defensive and attacking me anytime I get near Lemon Lime, or being friends, because I was best friends with her at the time. So yeah, there was that going on. And for the entire time, Tony was just getting a bit jealous and everything. He was just, being all angry because, well, Lemon Lime was not in his arms, but it was more like just hang out with me. So yeah, he was sad that he couldn't get Lemon Lime, so he just started attacking me. Anyways, on to the next person, which I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about this one person, but I'm going to wait for her name. It started to be. For now, I'm going to talk about this one thing I've wanted to talk about since the beginning. And I'm going to just mark this as you guys as well, because he can do this to anyone. So what he would do, and remember how during the beginning where I would basically told you guys that there's one recording that I couldn't get that shows Goji's side perspective, but I respect the family, and one family member told me not to put her name on there. Well, yeah, she started off, but I want to help her and finish everything. So instead of going her story, I'm gonna go with other people's story. So what he would do is he would grab so many women that is a minor, by the way. I haven't seen him doing this to somebody that's either my age or higher. It's always somebody that's around Lemon Lime's ages. Then he would basically proceed to start grabbing them, and he would simply smash them. I mean, I do have a recording of him doing a 15-year-old, but like that's the highest I have seen him doing these things to when it comes to ages to kids. But I'm gonna play you the recording, but just keep in mind that most of the time they don't want to do this. They keep telling like, no, let go of me and everything. They don't want this to happen. And actually, specifically, if you watch one of the recordings, you can see one girl being hella happy that I saved her. She was so happy. Now let me show you the recording.
I didn't mean it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I thought so.
You know, maybe it's a good thing she did reset. That was just something. Caught you lacking. How is he always getting the right one and grab the other girl? I don't even know.
He gets the wrong one. It's okay.
Wait, you're the one that smacked him?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bumbleclot.
Should probably save him from getting raped. Be right back. Yeah, I saved his friend from getting raped.
Oh, she gon'
Oh, she's fighting back.
Go, Nene. Go ahead.
He's attacking me.
Oh, it's your
Why
turn
you
now.
come for me?
Oh. I think
What is he doing?
See, he's graping him.
I gotta go right now. Hey,
Roll out. She told me to tell you. She told me to tell you she had to go, but you about to get what she was getting.
Oh, no. Hey, yo.
I ain't even do nothing to you.
My mic's making that noise because of you.
Why you like? Why you like body squatting so?
He just likes F
You wanna booty?
Cause I'm a squatting you.
That does not make sense. You don't wanna know.
I'm muting my mic.
Here you go.
Thank you.
She gonna mute her mic.
So that was like almost 3 minutes of recordings of Tony doing that, and that's the ones that I gotten for now, because I still have thousands of videos to go through. Okay, so you can imagine how much recordings I can get. I even have like at least like 3 people telling me stories about what Tony has done. Tony's out here making them call them mommy, smashing them and everything. Those are the ones I have for now, but in the future I'll be getting more because I'll be looking back to my recordings. But yeah, now last one but not least, and the one I've been saving for the most, Bree, aka Brooklyn. So basically, he also had a crush on Brooklyn, so yeah. And actually, believe it or not, Brooklyn apparently got a boyfriend at the time. And personally, I didn't really care because, well, I mean, I did care for a little bit because, I mean, literally, they've been dating for like not even a whole day. They already kissing on Roblox. Like, how can you be that weird? But when it comes to Tony, let's just say Tony didn't like that idea. So let me just play the recording for you guys so you guys can check it out. You know, because it is something else.
Yeah, I think Tony's jealous because when I told him about my man, he was like being like very jealous and all. He was like over here saying like, watch my back.
So yeah, Tony's in love with this 15-year-old Brooklyn, and to be honest, I didn't really care that much because he said that he was 17, but it turns out he's 38 years old, and so much other stuff. No, like literally, here's a photo of his face. This is the Tony, you know, 38 years old. Can't believe it. Anyway, so yeah, and believe it or not, but this is the reason why I got banned, because he's the one out here making rumors. He first started saying that I was dating Lemon Lime, and then he moved on to Brooklyn, and then afterwards he started saying I was dating KK and so many other people. Which is funny how he goes from, oh, you're dating KK, after you realize I ain't dating KK, you start dating KK. And then next thing, like, this guy's such a creep, man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like always, have an amazing day. Actually, you know what? I hope you guys have an amazing life. Because I don't know if you guys can see me again. If you guys haven't seen his YouTube shorts, you guys should. Because, well, things are going a bit down because of the anti. Anyways, peace, and like always, have an amazing life.